And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run the option left. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Now Keener completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run here with Sims. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, here's Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Sims, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw on second down is Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Keenum throwing on second. Finding time. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing now is Keenum. He's got time. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Gold is able to put it through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, it's Romo. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Black 35.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire? One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Tony Romo on 1st down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
In motion here is Witten. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Ready, right, 20.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. A strong running. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Check.
In motion here is Witten. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. In motion here is Witten. In motion goes the tight end. Play clock winding down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And an alley to run. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Second down following the run. Sims. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Again, they run with Sims. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Romo once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Romo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
Right, 20.
They are going for it. It's Romo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Red zone opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gold is able to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Underneath for Johnson. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw on second down is Romo. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Keenum. A dump off to Sims. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Now they run with Sims, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, we're standing by. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, then you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion here is Witten. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Here's Romo, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Gun! Let's go now!
They're going to go for it. It's Romo. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run the option left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Case Keenum, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Sims on the run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. In motion here is Witten. They begin the drive with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, it's Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Romo. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
The play clock's running down. Now a first down throw. Romo out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go now. Check, check, check.
Again, Romo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ready. Left 35. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Check, check, check.
3rd and 2, it's Romo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
Throwing again is Romo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
Check, check, check.
Now Romo on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Starts with Sims. He juked him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going while continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. This will be caught at about the 5. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Here we go. Check.
Romo here on 1st down. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
19 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Check.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And it's 4th down.
Well, I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield. But that one goes incomplete.
They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Romo. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Let's go now.
After the run, now Romo going to throw. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Romo. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a first down throw, Romo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
And the drive begins here with Sims. They find some open field here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 5. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 72 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little...
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Redskins, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.